Sit up straight, clasp your hands, cross your legs, eyes closed. Take a comfort. can gently rub both your hands and place it over your beautiful eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you may gently open your eyes. Take your time and slowly come back, feeling blessed and whole. Thank you for sharing these moments with me. Immense love and appreciation from my heart to yours. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome back.
Wow. Beautiful. Thank you so much, everyone, for your messages. Thank you.
Thank you. So Navki will take 3 minutes break.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll meet again in 3 minutes.
See you in 3 minutes. Shreyans, they're incredible messages on the chat.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So Shreyans will take us into the journey of soul evolution and soul contracts. Over to you, Shreyans. Looking very forward to this. Very
Yes.
beautiful session as well.
So, friends, today we're going to cover soul evolution and soul contracts. And I know last 26 days there have been a lot of questions about how law of karma really works in terms of manifestation. And we all talked about it's all about law of attraction, then waste karma in the whole equation. So today and tomorrow I'm going to explain how karma and how law of karma and law of attraction interact with each other, and how it manifests into our life, and how our free will still overtakes everything. So friends, I'm going to share with you one slide. This is by Maslow. It's called Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs. So Keshav, share the slide. So Maslow is a very famous psychoanalyst, and he spoke about what are the different stages of human needs, right? So they said, so this is the pyramid of needs, and he talks about our first basic need is a physiological need, right? Which is of breathing, food, water, sleep, sex. So these are the most basic needs which we need to survive. As we fulfill these needs, then we come to the next level of needs, which is our safety needs, which is the feeling of security, stability, security of our body, of our family, of our property. You want maybe a consistent income so that you feel more secured, some property, some bank balance, your own house, so that you feel very secured. Okay, anytime if there's any problem in life or any challenges, you are safe. And once our physiological needs are fulfilled, we go to safety needs. Once our safety needs are fulfilled, then we come to our belonging needs. Belonging needs is a need to be a part of a community, to be a part of, to have a companionship, or to be part of your family, or have an intimate relationship with someone, right? To have friends, to have partners in life. So this is a sense of belonging, where we feel, we belong. Someone values us, someone cares for us. I care for this. These are my people. So comes the belonging needs. And once the belonging needs are fulfilled, we go to the next level, which is a need for self-esteem. Right? So how do you get self-esteem? By accomplishing some goals, by mastering some task, so that you get some recognition. By getting some recognition, maybe a degree, maybe like a PhD degree or something, where you feel that you achieve something, and that is a natural human urge, right? Which is and you feel more confident. So this is a self-esteem need. As your needs of self-esteem is fulfilled, you go to our cognitive needs. This is your sharpening your brain, about your mental diet. You want to learn something, to gain, you want to be in pursuit of some knowledge, some meaning in life. How can I add value to myself? How can I really, because just all the basic needs are fulfilled now. Now you need something which stimulates you mentally, right? So this is our cognitive needs. And once these needs are fulfilled, then you go to aesthetic needs. So this is about your creativity, some spontaneity in your life. You want to go to travel, you want to travel the world, you want to go on a hike, you want to go for a skiing, or you want to learn music, dance, art, something creative, right? You want to take up some hobby, some passion, whatever. So here aesthetic needs refers our search for beauty, balance and form, right? Here you're looking for beauty, you're looking for balance. And then comes, after these needs are fulfilled, then comes a self-actualization need. So this stage can be only met once all the other needs are satisfied. Then you come to the need of self-actualization, where you want to, where now you're looking for meaning in life. This is where the search starts. Why am I living? What is more to life? And the thing is, as each need is fulfilled, the other needs, it's a natural urge of a human being to have the other needs, right? Because, and this is a progression. This is a pyramid of evolution. This is how soul evolves, because now other needs are still no more giving. It's not, you're still not fulfilled, right? You still need something more. So now you turn towards inwards. You turn inwards, right? So this is where you go into the state of acceptance, allowance, where you go into meditation, and your inner quest begins, right? Once that happens, then you go into the last is in the hierarchy of needs is of self-transcendence. Once then you are able to transcend yourself, right? So now you want others to transform. Once you feel transformed, once you feel evolved, or once you feel joyful, once you feel oh, you have cracked it, now you know the secret. So let me share with others, let me help others, let me teach others, let me guide others. So this is the whole journey. And when you're teaching or helping others, that is what satisfies you. That is what fulfills you. Your own, just once you know it, once your cup is full, all you want is to share, all you want is to give. By holding back, you will not feel happy. You'll get more restless. So that's why you want to give. So this is the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Now, in a similar way, it is the need of our soul. When our soul takes birth as human beings, when we take the first birth, as in the initial lifetimes of a soul, it goes in a similar way, like one lifetime as a human being. Similar way, in the soul's journey also, there is a similar hierarchy of needs, or a similar chart of evolution. So I'm going to share with you next. Yeah. Yes. So friends, here you can see we have 7 levels. Yeah, okay, should just share the slide. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So here you can see this is the age of the soul, right? So age of the soul means when the soul takes birth as a human in a human body, it is called infant soul, right? So infant is like any child, any infant, same way, because the first birth. So on an average, roughly indicative, each stages the soul can live between 50 to 100 lifetimes. In each stage, infant soul, baby soul, young soul, mature soul, old soul, and these first five, where you take with the soul takes a physical birth, and last 2 are in non-physical dimension, where you don't take physical birth. So let me explain to you each one of you. So first is infant soul. So when like an infant, when the soul is first born, this is where you're in a survival mode. All you want is to just live, right? So in this lifetime, you have a very limited perception about life. You have very limited activities, or here you don't know the difference because you are very new to the human lifetime. So all you want is to like a baby, eat, drink, sleep, right? So similarly, this lifetime is just following your parents, or just following your conditioning, your social conditioning. So here this soul will adopt the religion of the parents. They will never have their own choice, or they will never even apply their own choice. They don't know the difference between right and wrong action. Whatever has been told to them, they believe it is to be true. They're afraid of any kind of demand or complexity. If they've been demand, if life becomes too demanding for them, they can't handle it because they are a baby, right? They are an infant. So in this whole journey, you can very much compare it to a human life as a journey of a human, right? From infant to baby to young to mature to the old soul, as the name itself is very clear. Now, as you take more lifetimes, after a few more lifetimes, then you are born as a baby soul. Baby soul is one-upmanship. Slowly you start developing your ego. You know your name. You know now you have your identity. Now you are taking. You want to come first in your class. You are taking part in the competitive sports. So now you in this lifetime you you start expressing your emotions. You can express anger, you can express hostility, you can express any negative emotional energy or positive emotional energy. You become expressive. You are able to express your emotions properly. And the souls in this lifetime usually have a very strong and unshakable beliefs from very childhood. Here, this is where you start developing your ego, right? So these people become the pillars of community. They start becoming they play a very important role in the society now. Because they have a urge to be recognized, they have a urge to be known, and here they cannot handle any opposite views or any they get very easily baffled by any difference of opinions. So that's why they can express anger, hostility, or anybody who opposes their view is the enemy, or they don't like it. This is the journey of one-upmanship. I am better than you. This is the feeling of in this lifetime of the soul. So during this lifetime, the soul is you are very fundamentalist in your religious belief. You are a very strong personification of Godhood. Because this is a very early stages, right? So still early stages. So and a lot of even if you see the terrorists, usually they are baby souls. So here, so most of the terrorists, when you see as baby souls, once you understand this, once you understand the journey of the soul, you will not judge anybody, because they are baby soul. They are ignorant. They know not what they are doing. Like Jesus said, forgive them, for they know not what they are doing. They do not know what they are doing. Right? So here they are ignorant souls. They want to prove that they exist. That is the stage of one-upmanship, right? And the whole idea of understanding this soul's journey is, once you understand this, then you drop all the judgments. Because if you think you are a mature soul, or if you are an old soul, then you have also passed through the journey of baby soul, young soul, mature soul. All those journeys you have also passed, and that's how you are what you are today. So they are also going through journey, and the beauty is you choose. Like even in the family you choose before taking birth, you choose different age groups of the soul. Like a mature soul will choose a family which also has an infant soul. So they'll make the soul contracts and they'll born in the same family. Because infant soul needs a mature soul for their guidance. Mature soul needs an infant soul who will challenge them, so that they both grow. Imagine if everyone is just one category of souls. There will be no growth. There will be no evolution. So on this planet, on this plane of demonstration, in this three-dimensional reality, we need all groups of the soul, so that we learn from each other, so that one can challenge each other to help and grow and evolve. Imagine if everyone is exactly like you. Everyone on this planet is exactly like you. life will be so boring. In fact, you will feel so lost because you have no unique identity, you have no unique personality. Everyone is just like you. And what are we trying to do? To make others like us. But the beauty is, there's a beauty in differences. So friends, when we understand this soul cycle, we have no choice but to drop judgment. Because the other person is ignorant, it's unconscious. How can you judge somebody who is sleeping? A lot of times you say, oh, there's so much of crime going on in this world, there's so much of negativity going on. All situation is fundamentally neutral. Because of our ignorance, we assign meaning to it. Right, wrong, good, bad, and whatever meaning you assign, then you buy that experience in your life. But the source never judges anyone. Source does not have no judgment for anyone. Because they know it's all state of being, just being. It's just a journey. That's why once you are awake, once you awaken yourself, you have no time to judge others. Because now you know. Now you know everything about the soul's journey. So friends, baby soul, these are the soul who are in terms of their sexual beliefs. So for the infant soul, they perceive love in form of lust. Keshav, go back to the slide. So infant soul, coming back to the infant soul, they perceive love in form of lust. For them, it's just physical. Because they are infant, they don't know what love from the heart is. Now for the baby soul have a very honest, honest display. They have a very honest display of sexuality. They have their own moral codes about sexuality, and they want to bound others by their own code. We know a lot of fundamentalists who have certain views or opinions about sex, or about how women should be dressed, or how women should conduct themselves. Because they are baby souls. They are very fundamentalist in their approach, in their religious belief, in their moral codes. And here they are ready to fight anytime. They anytime any difference of opinion, or any view which is not in conformity of their beliefs, or to their liking, they are ready to fight. They are ready to go to court. They are ready to in extreme cases even kill somebody. So these are baby souls. Now as the souls grow, it takes more birth, right? It goes into young soul. Now so the young soul, so what are the young souls? So young soul is very much like our youngsters, right? Age, like what you see the children at the age, from the age of 13, or from the age of 18 to maybe 30, 35. Young souls. They are very high on energy. The ego is supreme. Because they feel, oh, they have arrived now. So these souls becomes the movers and shakers of the world. They become the movers and shakers of the society. So because they are achievers, they will work hard. They will set impossible goals, and work tirelessly to achieve those goals, or to work tirelessly, or work for any cause, whatever they pick up. They are the achievers and architects of civilization. And whatever they believe, they feel it's right. Whatever they feel motivated, they rarely question it. And in terms of religion, they are religiously inclined towards orthodoxy in extreme, or in extreme, or in extreme they can be even atheist. So again, they are, in terms of religion, they are very orthodox in the religion, or they can be completely atheist. So these young souls are at the peak of, this is the way the human life is at the peak of their ego. Even if they do any good cause, they do it for their own name. They will announce it loudly, oh, I am doing this. Usually they love politics. They want to be a part of the political system, or anywhere they can get power. It could be a religious leader. It could be a leader of any sect or any community. So they are very power driven, and they will always hate those who don't live to their expectation. And these souls, in terms of their sexual views, or they can be a strong proponent of total sexual freedom. And here they don't learn the life lessons. They don't, even if they make mistakes, they usually don't learn the life lessons because they're in full of ego. Also, they are very attached to the physical body. They are very body conscious. What they are wearing, what they are, how people perceive them, the physical body, whatever, they are very body conscious about their looks. And here the soul seeks to return as soon as possible. Even when they vacate their body, they don't want to stay there for a long time in between dimensions. They want to come back soon because they are very attached to the body. They want to come back soon. They will not, for them, meditation or any kind of spiritual practices is a complete no-no. Like outer body is a very unpleasant experience for them. It's like, oh my God, I'm losing control. So that's why these are the people who don't get into meditation or any kind of spiritual practices. So friends, so in a family, see, all souls are born. Sometimes a wife can be an old soul, but a husband can be a young soul. And they both need to honor their differences. They both need to understand their own journey. They both need to accept and allow them to be the way they are. And once you are able to see people from the soul's perspective, it is then everything, you drop all the resistance. There's no room for resistance. There's no room for judgments. Now we go to the next soul cycle, which is of mature soul. So young soul, in the later ages of the young soul gets frustrated because they have done it all. They have achieved it all, but still that happiness is not there, that satisfaction is not there, their content is not there. So young souls, most of the time, deep down they are frustrated. They want something more. Now that quest for something more takes them to the another soul cycle, which is of mature soul. Keshav, you can share the slide. So the mature soul is the most challenging stage of the soul in the cycle of the whole soul's journey, because this cycle demands a lot of introspection. That's why it's a very difficult cycle. Very difficult cycle which is demanding much of introspection. And these are the people, mature people, these are the people who seek higher education. They give massive contribution to the knowledge, to the whole world. It could be philosophical, it could be scientific. They are very sincere. During this journey, soul cycle, they are very, very sincere in their approach to life. Whatever they do, they'll do very sincerely. So, for example, few of the people about some examples of mature soul is like Einstein, Karl Marx, Sigmund Freud, Aristotle. They have done huge contribution to the society. They're not really spiritual, but at the same time they are very philosophical, very scientific in their approach. And usually, very often, they will seek a very quiet faith, like Buddhism, Jainism, very, very softer approach towards softer religious approach. And as I told you, mature soul will often choose an infant soul within the same family. They are more psychic, and they love to utilize their brain to their fullest potential. And at the same time, during towards the end of the soul cycle, they are also seeking for something unknown. Though they are not clear of what they want, but they know there's something deeper, something more. And in fact, at the end of the soul cycle, they begin to perceive truth. What is truth? They perceive beauty with clarity. So, in terms of relationships, they are very detached people generally. They're very involved in themselves. They can sever a relationship for no reason, or even may seek outwardly inappropriate relationships. But general, by and large, they are not so attached. Because this is where they are working on themselves. This is where they are looking inward now. Then we go to the next soul cycle, which is the old soul. Keshav, share the slide. So old soul is very easy to understand. There it is about they are serious in this spiritual pursuit. By seriousness, I don't mean like a serious in life. What I mean is they are very serious about the spiritual pursuit. Because now, after living all their lives, all these cycles, they understand the material futility. That how futile is this materialistic world, because they know it is still not giving them joy, it is not still giving them peace or happiness. So this starts the drive for the spiritual evolution. This is the time where they will attend many workshops or read books or introspect or do a lot of meditation or many things like this. Yeah. So these people this old soul also, they don't cling to any dogmas. Usually they are very open-minded. They're open to learn new things, understand themselves better. Also, in terms of they're intensely sensual, and they does enjoy close physical contact. Navki, can I share one joke? Navki, you are there? Okay, I think she's not there. Okay, so let me share.
Sorry, Shreans.
No, I'm asking, can I share a joke? Since I spoke.
You have to ask. We are waiting.
I said old soul, and I spoke that they're intensely sensual and does enjoy close physical contact. So one joke came to my mind. So there was one Swami, one Baba, and one prostitute went to this Swami, to this Baba, and they had great sex, everything done. After the end, the prostitute said, to the Baba, Baba, money. Baba said, I will not take from you. So Baba says to the prostitute, not from you, beta.
Oh.
Okay. So now you don't have to judge any Babas if you hear any of the sex stories. So friend, this is the journey of the soul, from infant soul to baby soul to young soul to mature soul to old soul. So all these five stages are in physical dimension. The next one is transcendental soul. So this stage, they are usually, Keshav, share the slide. Yeah. So they are usually not in they are usually not in physical dimension. They stay on the higher dimensions, but sometimes they come in physical dimension, but not as a physical birth. They will come in as walk-ins. So I don't know if you know the concept of walk-in. Walk-ins are the souls who replace who with the permission of the other soul, they replace them and adopt their body, and whatever work they want to do. They'll replace their soul and use their physical body to do their work in this physical dimension. They don't usually take physical birth because they don't want to start from childhood and then do their work at the age of 40 or 50 or 60. So like Osho, they say in last 3 years of Osho's life, Buddha came in Osho's body. The soul was replaced. Like say they said that Mahatma Gandhi was a walk-in.
Shreans, I had one doubt about this even from last time.
Right.
So let's say there is a walk-in, then what happens to that person's existing soul?
They vacate the body. They vacate the body, and it is done in agreement. It is done out of compassion. That soul readily offers their body to the higher master, to that divine soul. Because they know, I mean, they feel grateful that okay, I am able to serve, that my body is able to serve you. So willingly, very willingly, they vacate their body. Because these walk-ins come for some kind of a huge spiritual or philosophical or some culture revolution. So they know that through their body a big cause is being served. So, and this only happens with the existing soul's permission. Yeah. And these transcendental souls, they don't need any formal education. Because they have all the guidance from this Akashic records or this collective consciousness. They draw all their knowledge or insights with the help of their soul power or with the soul wisdom. Now the last stage is the infinite soul. So this transcendental souls, then Kesha, share the slide. So the nature of this transcendental soul is of witness. Even when they come in physical body, their consciousness is always of a witness. They are very aware. And there's a smile. There's an inner smile always. Everything is fun. Everything is a joy. Everything is just a play of consciousness. So they don't take life so seriously because they know, they've seen this. They still, even though they come here, but they still have the awareness of seeing things from a very higher perspective. From a cosmic from the cosmic bird's eye view, you know. And the last is the infinite soul. Infinite soul is that Paramatma, Param Chetna, where as the soul further evolves, even the transcendental souls, they merge with the infinite soul. And this stage of the soul, Keshav, can you share the slide? This stage of the soul is called So they have a direct access to knowledge, right? Because this is that being an infinite soul. And this is also called nirgun. There's non-duality, complete oneness. This is the supreme consciousness. There's nothing right, wrong, good, bad, no judgments, nothing. That's why it's also called Joker consciousness. For them, everything is just Leela. Now, I'm going to share with you. So these are the 7 stages of the soul, and how we need everything to help each other evolve, to help each one of us grow.
Shreans, why is the last infinite soul also called Joker? It's said in the...
Yeah, so the reason it's called Joker, because everything is a Leela for them. Everything is just fun. Like how for Krishna, everything was a Leela, right?
Yeah.
So similar to that. They don't take anything seriously because they know everything is just being, everything is just transient. They know that everybody is creating their own reality. So what is there to take anything serious about? Everybody is living as per their own creation. Yeah. Kesha, are you there? You can share the slide. Now, one important concept I will share with you. So, we know about law of attraction. Now, law of attraction also works differently for different stages of the soul. And understand this very, very carefully. So the first stage of the law of attraction is you get what you desire. So this is the infant soul and the baby soul. They'll get what they desire. Like a baby, if they want a toy, you'll give a toy. If they want good clothes, you'll give them good clothes. If they want food, you'll give food. Whatever they want, you'll give you. They don't have to deserve it. They just desire it and it was given to you. It was given to them. So this is this first stage of the law of attraction, which applies to these infant soul and baby soul. Because they are ignorant, they don't know what life is. So they just get what they desire. You get what you desire. Now the second stage, as the soul becomes more responsible, as they start understanding things, then the second law of attraction starts working. This is you get what you deserve. Right? What I've been sharing all through. You do not get what you want, you get what you are. So here the law of deservability comes. Like for a youngster, if you don't give them, right? If they want, they have to earn their own livelihood. You already given them enough education, or even in terms of they have to study hard to pass their exams. Then only they can go to the next class. Or even as parents, you want them to make something out of their life. So you will not give everything on the platter. This second stage of the soul, young soul and mature soul, you get what you deserve. You will not get what you desire. Only if you deserve it, you will get it. You have to work. So they have to work for what they want, and that's why these soul cycles are difficult cycles, right? And then the last soul cycle as a human body is the old soul. So here the third stage of law of attraction applies. Here in the old soul cycle, you get what others deserve through you. Here you get what others deserve through you. Because here you are here for a cause. Here there is some higher purpose for you now. The soul has chosen some purpose, some cause to do. And if they are in alignment of that cause, then they will get. Otherwise, they will not get what they want, even if they deserve it. So whoever, whatever is being deserved through them, accordingly they will get. If they're in the direction, if they're in alignment of the soul purpose, then they will get whatever they deserve or whatever they want. Is it clear, Navki? Third stage?
Absolutely, crystal clear.
Great. So I'll give you an example. Say for me, I had my goal that if I get this much money, then I'll devote most of my time in spirituality or learning and teaching. So 2012, I had my goal. I in my mind, my goal was 2012. And 2012, I achieved all my financial goals. Whatever money I needed, I made all the money. In fact, much more than that. And since then, I was always thinking, no, I should now spend more time into spirituality or learning or doing some workshops, more into workshops, attending workshops, or started taking my own workshops. But it was just staying dormant in my mind. And the moment I'll go to office, I'll get caught up with work. And more than the joy of making money, it was more about the addiction of making money. It was not that, whether I make this much money or not, that was that relevant, because that was not going to make any difference to my lifestyle. But what was more important was the addiction of making money. For so many years I made money, the ego of making money, the ego of being recognized into the society. So I was continuing my business. And like this, 5 years again went by until 2017. And as time was going, I was always having my soul will nudge me and tell me, stop now, focus on your own path, your own passion. But I will just say, okay, maybe sometime later. If once this business deals are over, once I am going to execute all these contracts, and then I'll probably do it. And by the time I finish another contract, I'll take up another contracts or take another trading positions in my business. So this went on for 5 years. In 2017, I suffered a huge loss. Not 2017, 2018. Around 2018, I suffered a huge loss. And that loss, whatever I earned in those last 5-6 years, I lost in like 7 days. And when I lost the money, I knew that this is not, I didn't lose, there's a reason why I lost it. It was to shake me up, to wake up from my slumber, to tell me to now follow your path. For many years, I applied law of attraction, visualization, and manifestation and emotionalization. I did all that, but during those 7 days, nothing really worked. Some policy changed and the market crashed, and I was holding huge position of some commodity. I was trading into agri commodity, and I lost a lot of money. But then it gave me a wake-up call, and I knew that this is happening for a reason. And then that pushed me to decide now let me take up teaching seriously. And I started doing what I'm doing now. Small steps, with baby steps, but then I started it, right? So, and when I look back, today when I look back, I say thank God for that loss. If that would not have happened, probably I would not woken up only. So sometimes the soul knows what is their blueprint, what was their design. And if you're not following that higher purpose, that higher guidance, your higher path, sometimes you will not get even though you deserved. But now, and then when I started teaching, when I started doing what I'm doing, I not only, without really putting my effort into work, because I'm a joint family, my other 4 brothers are working, and I recovered all those losses and made much more money than I lost in those days. So even though I'm not really spending so much time making money, but still I am making money. But when I am in my alignment of my path, what I am doing, what others deserve through me, when I become the instrument of that consciousness, but when I became the right conduit, everything started falling in order, and I started making money also. Whatever I desired, whatever I wanted, start flowing into my life. So this is the third stage of law of attraction. In this stage, you get what others deserve through you. And while I'm sharing, this is the most fulfilling journey of my life, because I am also learning so much. So friends, this is the journey of a soul, and this is the age of the soul, the 7 levels of consciousness: infant soul, baby soul, young soul, mature soul, old soul, transcendental soul, and infinite soul. So here I would like to share one quote by Rumi. He said, "I died as a mineral. I died as a mineral. I became a plant. I died as a plant. I rose as an animal. I died as a mineral. I became a plant. I died as a plant. I rose as an animal. I died as an animal. I became human. So where was I less by dying?" So friends, we take death as such a tragedy, as, oh my God, something has finished, something has ended. But from the soul's perspective, it's just a journey, and the journey is always going forward. Right? From mineral to plant, plant to animal, animal to human. So where was I less by dying, Rumi said. So this is the journey of the soul. So why fear death? In fact, when you fear death because but the truth is you cannot experience your own death consciously. Because if you have died, what is there to experience? And we lose the essence of life. We lose the joy of life in the fear of losing life, which you can't even experience. And the fear of that, you're losing the experience of this life, losing the experience of the presence. The presence of the present, which the present moment is giving you. You're not able to take it because we always have a fear of death. And it is just because it is social belief, social conditioning. It's a limited perception because we see life from how we are born to how we are die, how we die, and we take it as if this one life is the end and beginning and the end of all. Beyond that is just a tragedy. Alright friends, so I'll go to the next topic, which is of soul contract. Yeah, Keshav, just share the slide. Yeah. So what is contract with some souls and decide your next lifetime, decide your next birth. So when you vacate your body, you meet some spirit guides. They also called council of elders or these ascended masters who are very wise or highly evolved beings or loving beings. And they help you to review your life. You review your past life. What was the purpose of your past life? What were the lessons that you needed to learn? What were the lessons that you didn't learn? What was the unfinished business? And when you review your life, you review it very dispassionately. It as a complete witness. It's like when an actor is acting in a movie, and the moment So he knows that this is just acting, right? The actor knows he's just an actor. He can look at that role very dispassionately, and in the next movie he can take a completely different role. One movie he could be a villain, another he could be a hero. So it could be anything. So from the soul's perspective, you see that, oh, in that lifetime I acted like this. This was my role. This is how I played out my role. And from the lessons that you didn't learn, you decide a next life. And when you decide a next life, you take the help of this council of elders or the spirit guides. And these guides, when they help you to review your life, they have no judgment. Even though if you have done 100 murders, they don't judge you. So this whole soul contract process is a very, very intuitive process. It's a very, very loving and intuitive process. It's not about physical conversation. Everything is happening telepathically, energetically. It's an energetical match. And then these soul guides, these spirit guides will propose a plan to you. These are the plans. If you take this plan, maybe it will help you to evolve yourself. And then they'll give you many choices. Plan A, Plan B, Plan C. If you want to evolve faster, then take Plan B. If you want to take it easy, take Plan B. If you want to take it very easy, then take Plan C. There could be many plans which has been proposed to you. Sometimes the faster the soul chooses for the evolution, the soul will choose a more challenging life, so that it helps them to evolve faster. Like if you want a double promotion, if you're in class 2, if you want to go class 4, you have to study for class 2 and class 3 both. So you know you have to work hard, but then you know that you'll save 1 year. So same way, sometimes soul chooses a challenging life, because they know that they will save many other births. And the beauty is, even here, you have a free will. When you talk about karma, it's not that there's a God who is judging you and telling you, oh, you did 100 murders, so now you will be killed in the next lifetime. It's not like that. The soul itself review their past life, their earlier life, and decide their own life according to the understanding of how they will grow. And for the better understanding, these spirit guides or these ascended masters help them. And even if they propose a plan, they gave you many choices, and they allow you to modify also. It's like a blueprint. No, I don't like my room like this. I will change like this. I want this part to this. So accordingly, you can change your blueprint. You can modify your blueprint. But the soul knows. That depending on their choice will depend their growth. According to the choice, will give them an opportunity to grow or not to grow. So they have no judgment. Soul chooses to be born as a blind or a deaf. They don't see it as a misery. They see it as an opportunity to grow. But once born as a soul, we are born with amnesia, like we forget why we took this birth. The social condition starts seeing that as a misery. Everybody pity on you. And sometimes you also get into the cycle of self-pity. But from that soul's perspective, it was for your growth. And a lot of times you grow because of that challenge. So the purpose of the soul is to cultivate about 30 divine virtues of the soul. And tomorrow I'm going to share all those 30 divine virtues of the soul, so that they can express them fully. They can grow those divine virtues, which is a part of which is the original nature of the soul. Like compassion, unconditional love, self-love, patience, empathy, and all this gentleness, kindness, acceptance, gratitude, all these divine virtues. And that's why to develop these virtues, soul chooses contrast or challenging situations. One common theme for all the soul is the theme of service. Theme of service to others is a common theme, because the soul knows they grow the most when they could serve others. So that's why all souls wants to be of some service to the humanity, to the society. So what happens is, when you choose this, and when you are born, so you have a blueprint. You decided at this stage of life, I'm going to face with this challenge, I'll meet this person and this will give that challenge, or these things, whatever things in your life you plan. But the free will is, once you are born, you still have a free will. That blueprint, if you learn the lessons beforehand, then you don't need to go through those challenges. The reason you planned those challenges, so that you can learn the lessons, right? Or you can heal yourself. But the healing or the learning can be fast forwarded, or it can be delayed. If you learn the lessons, then those challenges will drop. And if you do not learn the lessons, even if you face those challenges and still you don't learn the lessons, then you will face more challenges, because you repeat what you don't repair. So you can fast forward your learnings or delay your learnings. You can fast forward your healings or delay your healings, depending on how you learn to manipulate energy. Earth is a school for mastering how to manipulate energy. All these techniques of manifestation or meditation or breath work, these are all techniques to master the art of manipulating energy. Because you know that this is how the law of attraction works. This is how the creation happens. And it is only the bravest souls that sign for this assignment to choose Earth, because many other planets have easier courses of learning. But only the brave souls choose Earth, because the Earth school is the most difficult in the universe. That's why you have to be really brave enough to choose this assignment on Earth. Yeah. So, friends, this is how the soul chooses the path, and tomorrow I'm going to share more how the free will and the law of karma again interact with each other. But briefly, you must have understood it. There's nobody who is judging you. So many times we relive the story of we affirm the story of the karma just to satisfy it, so that you can live in the misery and pain. You find that as an excuse to live in the misery and pain. Even though soul chooses challenges, but the whole purpose of the challenges is to overcome it. Is to learn not to react to those challenges, but to respond to those challenges with grace, with ease, and evolve from it. Not get trapped into that vicious cycle of that challenge. Navki, is so far clear?
Yeah, Shreans, very clear. Can that slide be shown again, please?
Yeah, Keshav just share the slide again. Keshav, go back to the earlier slide.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think that one we're going to discuss tomorrow. This.
No, I'll discuss this now. Since we
Okay.
have, and then I'm going to show you guys one 8-minute video, very interesting video.
Okay.
So, friends, you can see this is the whole cycle of reincarnation, the process of reincarnation. The earth is on the third dimensional physical plane. The earth is the physical dimensional plane, the plane of demonstration, the plane of density, whatever we call it, right? So you reincarnate on this earth to live your lessons, karma, contracts, and being in service. Then as you die, you return to the spirit form, leaving the physical body behind. Right? So again, I'm telling you, death is not a misery. Death is not a tragedy. In fact, I believe death is a great equalizer. Suppose somebody is born very poor and somebody is very rich, and suppose there is no death in this planet, then the rich will become more and more richer, poor will become more and more poor. But once you die, for the soul, no matter how rich you are or poor, now you start at the equal footing again. What counts is the richness of your soul, the richness of your emotional richness. That is what you carry to your next life. And accordingly, you choose your next life. So that way, that is a great equalizer. So then you go to as the soul vacates the body, initially it goes to the fourth dimensional plane. This is the lower mental plane. So this is a plane where sometimes the soul do not accept that it has died. Sometimes the soul wants to go back to the physical body to meet their children or their wife or husband or they want to go back and connect to their loved ones or to enjoy their property or their wealth. But soul is obviously not able to do that, and that is when they go into misery, because when they live in a very dense energy, even when they vacate, they are still carrying the dense energy, and that do not let them evolve faster, and that is what we call hell. So hell or heaven is a play of energy. It's not a physical dimension. It is a dimension of energy. So hell is a dimension of ignorance, because you are ignorant. You don't know that, I vacated my body. You don't want to accept it. So your ignorance creates the hell. And once you are aware, once you understand this, you move to upper dimensions, higher dimensions. So even here you meet spirit guides, they come to try to explain you, but they don't force you. Sometimes they don't want to listen to them. They say, no, wait, I want to go back. I don't want to listen to you. But then again, with some understanding, after maybe it could be a few years, it could be many years, they understand it, and eventually they move to the higher dimension. Here they sometimes reunite with their higher self. They reunite with their higher self. Sometimes they meet even their loved ones. They are met by their loved ones. Right, and as they become comfortable with meeting their loved ones, then the spirit guides will help them for their past life review. They are taken to the hall of healing, where sometimes they spend many years just healing and restoring themselves from whatever pain and misery or the hurt which the soul is tormented with or troubled with. They take time to heal and restore themselves. And once they are in a comfortable situation, then they plan the life between life. In the life between life stage, then they plan their next lifetime. So here, after the healing and restoration, they meet the council of elders. They meet their soul guides, their soul mates. They have been taught about the soul purpose, about the Akashic records, right? So they study some things so that they can understand as a soul better. And after they have a proper understanding, then they go to the life selection process. And all this process is a very gentle, loving process. There is no time which tells you, do it right away, right now, or within 6 months you have to do it, or within 3 months you have to do it. Soul is given its own time, but as the soul understands it, now the soul is ready for the growth. It is the urge of every soul is to evolve and grow further. And then soul takes again the birth. They manifest into form. But as soon as they travel down the birth canal into a physical body, they are born with an amnesia. Amnesia occurs. It's like a disease of losing memory. They forget their soul's plan. At the soul level, they understand it. At the spirit level, but at the mental level, they forget what was the purpose of their birth. So this is the process of reincarnation. Now I'm going to share with you one video. So this is two child who have vacated their body, right? Who choose to come to the planet Earth as volunteers. So we choose to come to planet Earth a lot of times as volunteers. We volunteer to go there. A lot of times, a lot of spirit guides even volunteer to come here. Even lot of evolved souls, they don't need to come, but they choose to come here to help people evolve, to help people grow, to share their light and wisdom to others. So these two child are talking to each other. So they are in between life states. And understand this, the communication happens telepathically. You don't speak through your mouth. So there's a telepathic communication going on between two souls who are talking, who are in between life states, and how they perceive planet Earth. So let's see this video, very interesting video, for 8 minutes, and then we'll end the session today, and then we'll continue it tomorrow further. Keshav, share this video.
So tell me, out of everything you've ever done, what's the craziest experience you've ever had?
That's easy. Earth.
Earth? You went to Earth?
I did.
No way. You were a human?
I was.
Wow. Are the stories about Earth true? Were they really trapped on Earth?
Some were. I know because I was one of the volunteers.
Wait a second. You volunteered to go to Earth?
I did. I had to. I had family trapped on Earth.
But how could you get trapped on Earth?
You had to be there to understand. On Earth, you wouldn't remember anything.
What do you mean you wouldn't remember anything?
I mean, you would have no memory of anything. You wouldn't even remember existing before Earth.
What? How is that possible?
It was designed that way. It was brilliant. To dive as deeply as possible into such ignorance, such darkness, and still find your way back to remembering who you were, that took true mastery.
Wow. I still can't believe you went to Earth. Tell me more.
Well, Earth had its own set of laws that everyone agreed to experience, like gravity. What goes up must come down, like linear time. Day is followed by night.
Time? What's time?
You know how when we think of something it manifests instantly? Well, on Earth there was a delay. The delay is what made Earth so difficult.
Interesting. Time. So tell me more.
Before going to Earth, you would choose your family, whether you wanted to be male or female, what race you wanted to be, the location on the planet, things like that.
Oh, so you could choose your own character.
Exactly. You would enter the Earth as a baby and be completely dependent on others to teach you the rules. But since nobody could remember the rules, they made up their own rules, based on fear and giving your power away to others.
That doesn't sound like much fun.
It wasn't for everyone.
What'd you do while portions of you were on Earth?
I watched them. It was pretty funny.
What was so funny?
Here were these magnificent beings, playing the most unique and cutting-edge experience in the universe, and they were clueless. I tried to guide them as much as possible,
Wait a second, you could communicate with them?
Yes, but they couldn't hear me. I would show them synchronicities or send them impulses to help guide them, but they couldn't see the signs.
Why not?
They didn't trust themselves.
So is that why they sent out a call for help?
Exactly.
Is that when you went?
No, I didn't go until later. The first volunteers, they had it the worst.
What do you mean, had it the worst?
Well, they killed them.
What?
They killed the volunteers.
They killed them?
Those on Earth couldn't understand what the volunteers were telling them. The idea that they were equal to the volunteers scared them.
What were they telling them?
Common sense stuff like, all the answers you seek are inside you. Everything I can do, you can do and more.
So they killed them?
And then they twisted the volunteers' message and created even more fear.
What do you mean more fear?
Like the message, God is inside you, was turned into, you are separate from God. The message, all the answers you seek are inside you, was twisted into, you can't trust yourself.
And they believed it?
It was out of control.
How could they believe that?
You had to be there to understand. Did you know they actually believed that they were the only intelligent life in the universe?
Now that's funny.
Pretty crazy, I know.
So then what happened?
The designers knew Earth was going to enter a section of the galaxy that humans had never experienced before. A section filled with a frequency that might be able to reconnect the human's DNA.
What was wrong with their DNA?
It didn't work anymore. The thing is, their DNA was how they connected with their higher self.
So that's why your incarnations couldn't hear you.
Exactly. But there was a catch with the new plan. Only those incarnated on Earth could tune in to these new frequencies.
Oh, so they needed more volunteers.
Yes, but this time they were taking no chances. To pull this off, they needed millions in the physical form, wired and ready to attune to these frequencies.
Are these the 21st century humans that all the stories are about?
Yep, we volunteered from every corner of the universe to help the humans wake up.
What did the volunteers have to do once they got there?
We had to wake ourselves up, attune to these frequencies, and spread them to the rest of the planet.
That sounds impossible.
Most of those watching the Earth experiment didn't think we could pull it off.
So what happened when you got to Earth?
Once on Earth, we were taught the same fear-based beliefs that had been handed down for eons. We lived just like everyone else, totally clueless to who we were and what was getting ready to happen. But as soon as the Earth entered this cloud of frequencies, we started to question everything. And one by one, we started to wake up.
So the plan was working.
It was. The more we trusted ourselves, the quicker we reconnected. And the faster we started to remember what was happening. And since we were spread out evenly all around the planet's frequency began to rise quickly.
What happened when the planet's frequency began to rise?
The humans' experience of time began speeding up. They started manifesting their beliefs faster and faster. Those consumed with fear created even more fear, and eventually Earth just spun out of control.
What do you mean, spun out of control?
These low-frequency beliefs that had controlled the human experience for eons could no longer exist, so they began to self-destruct, and the world fell into complete chaos.
That sounds terrifying.
It was for those living in fear. But for us volunteers, we all knew it was the end of the old energy and the beginning of the new.
So then what happened?
A tipping point was reached in our awakening, and we created a new Earth.
A new Earth? What happened to the old Earth?
It continued on, allowing those who could not let go of their fears to play out their lessons. But for us, we created a new Earth that matched our higher frequency. And as easy as that, all the fear-based beliefs simply fell away. In an instant, we remembered who we were. We knew we were all connected, and we stopped hurting each other. We started respecting each other, started loving each other. We took back our power to create, and we created a new Earth without fear.
Wow, so the legends are true. What an incredible experience that must have been. Nice work.
Thanks.
So nice. Shreans, which part of the universe did you come from? How's the experiment feeling? Such a cool video. Very nice.
So Nafki will end the session today, and now we can go for Q&As.
Sure. We have many new names today.
Sure.
Shobha, we can start with you. Then go to Bhumika. Then Namrata. Shobha, are you there? Shobha Menon.
Someone, Shweta said, in short, we are the volunteers. Yes, we are the volunteers. But yes, we can see that, right? There's so much of upsurge of spirituality on the planet. I mean,
Yeah, and a lot of younger people, like even in their teens and early 20s, are really moving towards healing and, Reiki or like some form of, doing non-physical work, but healing. Yeah.
I mean, the concept of law of attraction is so popular. It's become so popular in the last few years.
Yeah.
And even in terms of, as you rightly said, questioning the old religious beliefs, dogmas, and seeking the scientific approach towards spirituality.
Yeah, exactly. Hi, Shobha. You can see.
Hi.
Hi, Shobha.
I want to really, I'm so happy to be in your sessions. I have been doing something less in spirituality for a long time, but that took me to, this program took me to different level.
Thank you.
I have to tell you something that, I had suffered with cancer and I came out of it. But now I am again diagnosed with it. But I want to tell you the happy news. I don't feel as if I'm suffering from cancer.
Nice.
If the doctors, if there is any doctor or not, they will be surprised because I am suffering from renal carcinoma. And for doctors, it is so difficult. They are like this, remove the kidney, get it, go on dialysis. And I am here to really make a difference in the world, that cancer doesn't kill anyone. Yes. You believe in yourself.
Awesome.
Instead of that, I want to make a difference in this world. Your body knows how to heal itself. Allow it. Don't resist it. Like you kept on telling, don't resist it. And thank you very much for reinforcing that belief in me.
Thank you, ma'am, for applying that belief, or applying that mindset. You are an inspiration to all of us. Thank you so much.
That is where I am standing. I want people. I don't know how that blue hand it came up, and suddenly when my name was called, I was surprised. But there is something that wanted me to talk and really make everyone get it, that they are God in human form, and believe in that. You will have so much of peace.
Thank you, ma'am. Tell us something more about you, ma'am. What do you do? What was?
I am a 68-year-old lady. I got cancer when I was 57. First time. And that time I didn't know. So immediately after that, the doctors told, no, your kidney is infected. You have to remove the kidney. So I removed the kidney. I didn't know what to do. And then I was into all the programs, like I am a Landmark graduate and I was a seminar leader with Landmark.
Nice.
And inside of that, I really developed myself. Whatever you say, you are that. So I started practicing that. Like whatever comes out of my mind, my mouth is very important. Don't, I catch myself. If I get angry at somebody, I will catch. Why did I get angry? It has nothing to do with that person. Like in your speeches, you were telling, you are reflecting yourself.
Right.
So you get the opportunity to really deal with yourself. And I'm telling you, only in July 19th, I was diagnosed with renal carcinoma on the other kidney, which I had only one kidney. So that time, immediately for 2 days, I was little disturbed. What is happening? But then I got myself, how am I getting enrolled into some other person's belief? And really caught myself and brought myself back. It's true. It is not easy. Okay. It's true. I am on a strict diet, really believing that food really makes a difference in the life. I am only on fruits and vegetables, no grains, no chapati, no cooked things, no, I'm vegan and all that. But I don't see it as a difficulty. I really enjoy each and every moment I do.
Wow, beautiful.
And I really want to spread this. My dear children, you are all capable. If I can do it, everyone can do it.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for sharing this. Such inspiration. Thank you.
I always wanted to, means I never thought I will be sharing, but I don't know why the hand went up. So there is something,
Yes.
that has made it happen. Thank you very much, Shreans, for the work you are doing.
Thank you.
And that selfless act you are doing, that is awesome. And as somebody yesterday told, you are a blessed soul and you are born to blessed parents. So I really want to pay my gratitude to your parents. Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Love you all in the group. Whoever is listening to me, love you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Love you too, ma'am. You'll be
Thank you.
You're such an inspiration. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. We can just end the session now. Oh my God, so beautiful. Thank you so much, Shobha. Thank you so much for sharing and making this miracle seem so real.
Yeah.
Wow. Shreans, we move to the next.
Yeah.
Bhumika, please unmute.
Yeah. Hello, sir. Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
So this is almost all of the lectures. I've been feeling very positive and energized, and this has been really life-changing for me the last 26 days. But today's lecture, I don't know why it felt a little limiting to me. It felt like a little bit of confusion, dilemma, because when you mentioned that we are different types of souls, I felt that we are already destined, like we've already been programmed. And until now, what I was feeling that it is all free will and we are all connected. I felt very connected to everything in the universe. But now we know that on the base level only we are very different from each other. It felt a little bit of separation to me. And is there a way that we can be different, or is it like if that person is a mature soul, that is how he's going to behave entire life, and I'm probably a young soul, I'm going to behave like that for my entire life? So is acceptance the only way, or is there still some free will and we can live? Probably I'm a young soul, but I do not want to live like a young soul. So is there a way out of all of this?
Oh, there's a free will. There's a free will at every stage. So, like in the same lifetime, Valmiki became an enlightened master, right? He was a thief. He was a murderer. but he became an enlightened master. So we always have that choice, and that is where free will always take. Or you can continue to delay your journey. Both way you have a choice to fast forward or delay. But the truth is, once you understand the cycle, this is the truth. Once you understand the cycle, there is no room for judgment for anyone, right?
Yes. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Bhumika. Dilip Kumar. Dilip ji, we move to you. Please unmute. Hi.
Hello. Yeah. Good evening. This is Dilip Kumar Srivastav from Lucknow. Yeah, I was trying for many days. Today I got the chance to speak. I'm really delighted to see all the programs of Shreans. It is really wonderful. I am attending all the programs for the last 1 year and really benefited. And I just suggested your programs to some of my relatives also. So one suggestion I want from Shreyanji that my sister's son, he is suffering from lungs cancer for the last 4 months, and it is diagnosed as. Hello, are you able to listen to me?
We can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So he's in stage 4. He is 42 years and he is a non-alcoholic throughout the life and non-smoker also. But suddenly when it was diagnosed 4 years back, it was very much surprising that he is suffering from stage 4. So he rushed from Lucknow to Delhi, then Delhi to Bombay. Then the one affiliated hospital of Tata Memorial, that he is going under this Dr. Deshpande. So he is going for chemotherapy every fortnightly. So 4 chemotherapy is over now. I suggested your when I was seeing your all the programs, so I could know that there is scope to remove this cancer. Maybe possible to improve his condition by doing this meditation as you suggested. So my sister also asked me. I suggested that person, my nephew, just go through your meditation. I sent this clip also to him. He is doing the meditation and he likes it. But I want to know that which type of meditation he should go, whether healing meditation or anapanasati, and how much time he should do. And one thing more, his mother asked me whether she can do on behalf of him or he has to do his own. So please suggest how to go further.
Sure. So, any meditation is helpful, and if he can do breath work, it will be very helpful, if it's possible. But otherwise, you can choose more simpler meditations like Anapanasati, or even heal your body, or even heal a relationship. Sometimes there are issues. Sometimes, most of the time, there are deeper issues which are psychosomatic, right? Which are emotional issues. So even any meditation, when you heal that, physical healing follows. And even if he is taking chemo or any other medical support, it will at least relieve his pain. It will make this process the healing will be much more faster. And yes, as you said about mother, yes, mother can also have an intent to heal him where she can meditate, and in her meditation visualize that he is healed, he's feeling better. How would she feel when he is already healed? So with that, you can give that positive intention and vibration to support his healing. I'm not saying it is going to heal that, but it can support. It can act as a catalyst in his healing journey. Eventually, it is his also choice to heal himself, right?
How many hours he should do the meditation if he wants to do?
And it's totally up to him. You see, sometimes in that state, depends on how long one can do. So there's no fixed guideline. It could be 20 minutes, it could be 40 minutes, it could be 1 hour. It depends on how long he can do. What is more important is to the extent of, if he can do it to the time where he can really get up as a new person, where he can really feel transformed within, or a transformation of his emotional state. That is the right time. Yeah.
After chemotherapy, he is feeling a little bit relief, But and he says because almost 3 cycles, it means 6 chemotherapy is completed, and he's finding relief. But chemotherapy is not the solution, and since he's stage 4, so we are worried more for the later stage after chemotherapy, how long he can sustain the chemotherapy. So this is the time when he should start practicing all these things, which are spiritual. We believe more in spirituality rather than medicine. So I think spiritually can really do some miracles or some wonders in his life. So that's why we are asking your advice in that. So if 2 hours, 3 hours, because it is the matter of his life, and he has 2 children also. This is totally family is affected. So he has to improve. That's
Right.
why we're asking. Yeah.
I've given you my understanding, I've shared my understanding, and then, of course, the more he can do, it will be better for him. But then we have to also see sometime in that physical state how much is practically possible for him. So we have to honor his choice and his state, physical state also, right?
If possible, anytime, because he's going to Bombay every fortnight, it's possible to meet you or can contact you through you.
Honestly, I'm not, neither I'm a healer, neither I'm a doctor. So honestly, I mean, whatever I know, I've shared this, right? So